Uh, Big bad unknown. Resistance. These guys are all the same. As far as we know, they're probably hiding out like motherfuckers after all the shit we pulled and all this stuff going on. Uh, our bar crew is still good for now, as far as we know. Now that we're all wanted fugitives. Um,
Possibly.
and they kind of, I mean, we're somewhat well known, at least in our small area. Certainly some guards, and like they found us, and so we were in the castle and broke out. Um,
Yeah.
Um, Gore wanted to destroy us to spite him. Now, we were also under the impression then Donatello might be is possessing Vector, but Hagar was working with Vector, presumably, or at least that's what we thought. So there's like a bunch of conflicts of interest there.
Hager was also possessed by Gore.
Okay, so
Who,
when they were of their right minds, the two non-deity beings were working together. When they
you
were
don't
being
know.
possessed,
You have no clue if
that's what
they
nobody
were
told
ever
us.
within their right minds and working together.
I mean, we were told by multiple people they were, so that's what I'm.
No one knew if they were in their right minds.
What I'm saying is, multiple people told us they were working together without ever mentioning anything of possession, so they likely didn't even know about it.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
What you would piece together now is you don't know if Hagar and Vector were working together, but you definitely know while Gore was mad at Donatello when you were involved dealing with him, he was likely working with him before that.
Okay.
Yeah,
They were working together, and that kind of blew up
yeah, they're brothers and they're gods, or they godlike creatures or some shit.
because
So there's
they're
definitely-
working towards the same cause, which is bringing their father.
I like to
Here.
think about it
Part in
like,
my notes too.
it's like
And-
it's like Gamora and whatever that blue chick's name is. Like they both
Nebula.
father, but they kind of also hate each other a little bit. But sometimes the lines, but sometimes they want to get one up on each other too. Yeah. So, Tuga, do you have anything? You got what the fuck is with Vector and Funk Boy? Now we have a better idea of what's going on with that. And where is Nilblog?
Yeah. No, I'm good.
No other. All right.
Yeah, that's I don't have I ain't got nothing. I'm chilling. I'm good.
All right.
Sorry if I had fucking shit that was confusing.
No, it's all good.
That's what makes it fun. All right. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee real quick, and you guys can like talk about wrestling or some shit for a minute. I don't know.
No, I'm not going to. Just to spite his fucking ass.
You know what? Just because
Guys-
he left, I'm gonna bring up Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say, can we please talk about binary and how much it means to you?
What?
He's
Binary,
talking about being gay.
No. Here.
like binary code.
Oh,
That
I thought you were talking about like people who like felt like genders. I thought you were talking about genders. Let's talk
No.
about the subreddit that Austin manages. And then when he comes back,
I was going with computer nerd shit.
it's so he manages this subreddit.
The one about Miracle Whip. Yes.
Yeah. So, I've posted a couple times. It's a weird place, but I'm just gonna talk about it until he gets back, cause fuck him. That's why.
Because then he's gonna go in on it as soon as he gets back,
No,
though.
I'll see him sit down, and it'll be game over. It'll be like, fuck this, I'm a Hellman's guy. But I do.
Miracle Whip for life.
I like Miracle Whip. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, my
Dude,
preferred.
It's like anything else.
No,
There are
no,
things that
no
are good.
mayonnaise. No mayonnaise.
It's
I'm
better
good.
to like neither than one and not the other, because honestly, they're not that fucking different.
No, not really.
They're just not.
One is smoother and the other one looks lumpier to me. And this is from outside
Yeah,
perspective.
Miracle Whip is
looking
certainly
in.
smoother. It's also sweeter.
Yeah, it has a little tang to it, which I like.
It does have a bite, but it's also got this weird like sweetness that comes in on the back end for me. I really only like it on turkey sandwiches.
It just
Yeah, they're
looks
great.
too much like a big jar of cum, and I'm good.
I mean, that's true with a lot of foods.
It's okay. It's my cum replacement, so
I-
I don't have to go get
I
searching
can
for cum like you,
understand
John.
that.
And you were trying
I-
to quit eating so much cum.
I don't,
have to go searching in back alleys for it like you.
Hey, I just use my own. I
Oh,
I
constantly generate it.
I don't.
You
that's
know,
fair.
Eventually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out. So I don't.
No,
wanna- it's like,
you don't.
It's like being.
That's not how the human body works.
Depends on your level of demand, sir. Because the fuck. Yeah.
Well,
it is.
yeah, eventually
Wells can go dry, but they will
in
refill
a session.
when it
But
rains.
if I want some every day, I can always get some.
Yeah, but I know you.
Maybe not a
It's not
ton.
gonna
I
be
can't
enough.
I can't bukkake myself.
Right. I've seen. you
But-
smoke
Just can't get
cigarettes.
enough.
You're not gonna be
I
able
just
to keep
can't get
yourself
enough.
fulfilled. Let's be honest.
That's true. Smoke like fucking goddamn chimney.
What have I been watching? I've been watching something where people keep smoking.
Mad Men.
No, you would think. I mean,
Right.
it's not Sons of Anarchy either. Like, I can't fucking remember. It might be a comic book I'm reading, but it's just like, man, Fuck that shit.
Boz, did I tell you I got started on What We Do in the Shadows? I think I did.
Yeah, I think you did tell me.
You guys were talking about it when I got on last week.
That's right. I think I'm at the end of season 4 now, I think.
Okay.
I might be getting ready to start season 1. I was really, 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 really mad at the end of season 3.
What was the end of season 3?
Guillermo's gonna go on a trip with
Yes.
fucking Nandor and become a
Laszlo
vampire. And I was
shoved him off.
I'm so stoked. Let's go. And then he pushes him in the casket, and I almost wanted to stop watching, but it's a great show.
Did you keep watching?
Yeah.
Oh. No, I mean,
I
like,
wanted to stop just because fuck you guys.
But you made
Yeah,
it to
no,
the start of the next season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I when he came out of the basement originally, he looked weird. I was like, he saw something down there. It's got to do with Colin because Colin's not gone.
No.
That version is dead, but he's definitely not gone. So it's got something to do with him. But I didn't think for a second that he was gonna fucking push Guillermo in the fucking coffin. And I didn't really think he was gonna stay behind. I didn't know what he was gonna do. Laszlo
What was like a Pedialyte and a bag of Oreos?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
put a pack of Oreos in there for you.
and he drilled a tiny hole.
Right. For like 2 weeks.
Yep.
And then the trip back too.
Well, and he stayed in the crate for a week at the house, and Laszlo thought there was a problem with the pipes.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so now I was going to say I'm a little fuzzy on timelines with certain characters, but I know where you're at now.
I think I just finished the home makeover episode,
Mostly,
and I was halfway through the other one. The
With the
next
Sklar
one, I
brothers.
stopped it.
yeah.
The Sklar brothers, yeah.
I was mostly concerned with the status of Colin Robinson in your watching, because
Yeah,
that's
he's like preteen.
yeah. Well, like
Okay.
when Colin Robinson died, I almost stopped watching.
I was not
I knew that
happy
wasn't
with
it.
that,
It
but I
couldn't-
knew
he's
it
the
wasn't
best
it.
character. He's the best character.
I was like, where is this going? How are they going to reincorporate the actor? Because I looked at IMDb and I know he's in like all the episodes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, how do they fucking twist this? And the only reason I know that is because he's the first guy on the list when I'm fucking swiping to go see somebody who was in one episode.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Who
for
is
this
that
one,
guy?
But yeah.
But
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
I was pretty fucking pissed, but then I got over it real quick.
and I like the progression with Guillermo, but I'm still fucking mad he's not a vampire yet. Like,
hey, you know who else is mad he's not a vampire? Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Yeah. Boz is mad we keep saying his name wrong.
You know what? I'm not.
Fucking
Just
white
say-
people.
Uh,
You can just say Willie.
Is
What-
Guillermo William?
Willie is the English slang to Guillermo.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like Carlos and Charles.
Brandy works with this guy, and his name is Juan, and he doesn't
But
like the way
Carlos and Charles are close. Guillermo and Willie, to me, are not even like close.
they're there if you want to see it. It's like you got to squint at it. Brandy works with this guy, and his name's Juan, but he doesn't like the way white people pronounce Juan. Like even if they pronounce like he doesn't like that they say Juan. He wants a little more of a breathy H in there, so he just goes by Francisco. I'm like, fuck, what the hell, dude?
I'm gonna call you Frankie.
I'm like, just be John at that point. Like, what are we
Right.
doing?
Fucking with white people.
I'm always for it.
I don't think he is. I think he's just making it easier on him. If you really want to do it, fucking, he should have went with Guillermo if he wanted to make it tougher.
Yeah. I bet the biggest problem with being named Juan though is the fucking people who pronounce the J.
Juan?
Juan?
I doubt that he gets any. I honestly doubt that he gets any even white people that pronounce it like a J. Now his problem is, hey boss, say Juan.
One.
Yeah, see, whereas I would say one. Where it's more like James, the director, right? Boz just has a little bit more like fucking cumin on it. So
Yeah.
like fucking that was racist as fuck. But you know,
But not wrong.
it's not like they're completely fucking it up. They're just not doing it the way he wants it, and it's his
Yeah,
name, so
see-
whatever. I don't give a fuck.
See, I've been around a lot of fucking poor English speaking white people, and I've heard a lot of Juans.
That's a fucking problem because like Juan was like the first like Hispanic name I ever learned. Like thanks to baseball. That's where I
Yeah.
learned it from. It's not like I grew up with a buddy named Juan.
No, my closest Hispanic friend was fucking Douglas Gonzalez.
Yeah, right.
And
Okay.
he was mixed. His mom was a very pale white lady with freckles and curly hair, and his dad was a short, skinny Hispanic guy. And his middle brother looked just like his mom, and the two oldest and youngest brothers looked exactly like dad. And it fucking, you knew she didn't, but it was like, did she cheat on him? Because like the middle one looked absolutely nothing like dad.
Mhm.
It was fucking weird. But that was my fucking buddies growing up. Who was that? Oh yeah, they all had very white first names: Douglas, Nathan, and fucking
Jimothy.
Lawrence.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Deshaun. DeMarcus. Jamiroquai.
No, fucking, god damn it. I'm Longinus. I was blanking.
Oh god.
I was blanking. I like when
Yeah.
fucking,
His reaction.
Jay messes up. He's like, or your friend LaDavid. He's like, Jadavid. He's like, do you mean LaDavid or Jamarcus? And I'm like, god damn it.
What's great is that later on he's like, "Man, your parents didn't give you a
That
chance."
was everyone's
Yeah.
football talk.
Huh?
We were mostly talking about your Miracle Whip Reddit.
That's a fact.
We actually did talk about
We
that.
talked about it
Austin.
just to spite you.
Austin, quick question. Okay, we were doing our annual Lord of the Rings rewatch, and in Return of the King, why the fuck is that spider able to stab Frodo through the Mithril?
'Cause she's super
Probably didn't
strong.
stab him Mithril. Mithril.
Because it goes to his waist. So what, did she get him in the leg? Get him in the dick? What?
I thought it was the neck.
No, she like it looks like a gut punch from the stinger, but I'm like, that would have been the Mithril. So later on when they showed the loose Mithril shirt to everybody, it didn't have any punctures. It didn't have any blood.
I mean,
That's an interesting question. Did you post it anywhere?
No, I'll make sure to put it on your Miracle Whip thread.
there is
Interesting.
there's a YouTube video of every time Frodo gets stabbed.
Ah.
Fucking, it's 2 minutes and 17 seconds long.
Yeah. So in the book, she does stab him in the neck. In the
Okay.
book. But in the movies, I'm looking at it now, the final draft of the script was closer to the book rather than the shoulder. So I guess, but the shoulder is where he got stabbed in
At
the
top
book
of-
in the movie.
no,
In the movie,
Weathertop, he got stabbed in the shoulder.
Yeah,
right? No, and then
but he didn't have Mithril yet.
right, he spins around.
It doesn't really show it.
No, I think it's the neck. I think it is the neck. Are you sure it's not in the neck?
I always thought it was.
Here.
You saw it go straight through his neck
You
and
don't.
come out
I
the
didn't.
other side.
You don't.
You don't?
Hang on.
I could
show
be
you.
wrong.
I'll present it. So
I was
let me go
actually
back-
exactly what I was looking at right now was that.
So, you know what else is weird is if you watch this, if he does have the Mithril on right now, it's a very deep V.
Yes, it is a deep V.
It's a
No, it
very
is
deep
V.
It's
He
like
does have
Jersey
it because
Shore
I looked at her.
fucking V.
See, look how low she gets.
I agree. I do. Think
I
looks
do
like a
not
gut
see
stab.
neck. It
It
looks
looks like a
gut.
belly shot.
You don't
Yeah.
see an exit wound. Because
It was very yes. Of all the things like in Lord of the Rings, they're usually really, really good at that kind of stuff.
See, and then they don't show it again. They don't show anything how close or where in the vicinity or anything.
Yeah, but
Honestly, it looks kind of like a ball shot with his reaction.
but Boz, why didn't
I'm
Gandalf
going
just
ball
ride
shot.
the eagles?
Just right up between the tunic. Ball shot is it'd be a makeable shot.
Adam, why didn't she move over on the floating door?
Cinema's greatest plot
You're-
holes.
You're afraid of you're just freezing your big fat ass off?
Damn, you just went hard.
Could you take turns on the big floating door?
Nah, fuck
Okay.
that shit.
Okay.
You guys
sorry.
ready?
Fuck this poor fuck.
Anyway, Frodo's terrible.
Yeah. I'm
Sam's great.
ready.
So where we begin, you guys are discussing everything with this body laying there. And you look over and you notice his hands kind of sticking out onto the sheet. You didn't cover it right. And you guys kind of noticed for the first time, you haven't really looked at the king much. You were getting him here, moving him. And you see, looks like there's a weird string on his hand. He's making a fist.
Say there's a weird string.
Like
Yeah.
a tampon?
Did
Like
you forget something?
So
A weird string that looks like it's wrapped around his hand. And he's his hand is in a fist.
Oh, okay, I see.
I take
thought-
up and cut the string.
I thought it was like a string on his finger to remember something.
No. You cut the string and you open his hand and you see a piece of paper folded up.
I read the paper.
Is it an IOU for a Lamborghini? Because you're going to
That's as
Uh,
good as cash.
Yeah. It's an IOU for a Wonka bar.
One blowjob.
One Wonka bar.
Expired. The
Fuck.
fuck?
This is bullshit.
So you open it up
Mhm.
and it says, hello, my friends. Sorry for you finding this in this way. You glance quickly at the bottom and you see it's signed the princess. And you continue reading. I'm sorry I had to drop this on your doorstep, but it was the only way.
The king. Sorry.
Vector intends to marry me, and I believe he intends to have my father murdered in some way, shape, or form, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe it's someone else. There's something going on with him. I don't know. It's like he's two completely different people. There are times he is his normal self with the ambitions that I'm used to seeing him have. At other times, he's someone completely different. Something much worse. I'm going to have to stay in the castle. I need to keep an eye on him and stay close to him. If marrying him gives me a chance to find out more information, then that's what I need to do.
Gonna marry the motherfucker. Jesus.
What I need from you is to find a way to help cure my father. What I know of his illness currently is the clerics can find no cure. But I've recently thought of another resource. I've been going around to several seers,
big-
but they all seem to be of no help. There was one more in the city I was going to check out, but I can't.
Hey, John, could you reread all this in the princess's voice?
No, I can't.
Suck it.
So
But my
Um,
wife's just going to rest.
shit, fucking Austin.
Hey, what did this city do to you?
Fuck you too, boss.
I got it.
Fucking
You're talking that
hell.
there's one other person that she was thinking of trying.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Right at
has,
the climactic point. Thank you, fuckface.
he has McGregor syndrome, stage 2.
I need you to seek out a Frazier crane eater.
Is this the Royal
Is it-
Frazier Ace?
No. This is you Austin know that name?
Ooh, what's the name again?
Frazier, FRAZEER, crane eater.
Crane Eater?
Yes. He is a orcish seer who you also know as one of the great storytellers that you used to listen to as a child, as he is from the same ward as you in the northern portion of the city, the Sea Ward.
Is there anything
You know he's quite old, but you remember being regaled with his with tales from him as a city or as a small child. He would talk of great adventurers, heroic stories. He is also the you remember now that you've thought of him, he's one of the people you remember hearing mention the city of Aldia.
city of how do you spell that city name?
Aldia. That is the which is the ancient city you were in and you're trying to find.
You going with Aldea? Nice going.
That the king supposedly knows the location to.
Cool. And there's nothing else on the thing?
And it's just signed. Once again, I'm sorry. I apologize for putting this on you, but you're the only people I trust to actually get things done in this city.
Yeah,
You've
fuck
done a great job so far.
all those other fuckers. Years of experience.
Thank you. And if you can heal him, he'll know what to do next. I know my father will have some sort of plan. XOXO the princess.
Ooh.
So what you would take from that is it seemed like she was planning on dropping him on your doorstep. Because the opening line was, "I'm sorry to drop this on your doorstep." But other than that, you guys go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, I remember hearing stories from someone by this name. I don't know if it's the same person or not. I mean, I guess I do remember them telling me stories of some of this kind of stuff. He's an old storyteller. He's he's part of the reason I got into theater and plays and stuff, because I enjoyed hearing his stories and I wanted to tell my own, I guess. I mean, we could go see if he's still alive or see if this is even the same one.
I mean,
Maybe
That's worth a shot.
yeah, it seems like that is what we have been instructed to do. So let's go.
You know what? We should probably we're at our place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the basement.
We should probably make some provisions for the bar to keep it low key. Like, I'm thinking of put it on some like under some sort of shell holding company or something, so it's not listed as this is owned by a tortoise hare and August Frost, who everybody's gonna like, oh, I know vaguely who that is.
You could sign it over to the staff.
Right. Maybe like not sign over, but sign it over to a company owned by, William Wilberforce or some nobody.
Is there somebody trusted we could put as like a general manager or something?
Well, so
You're saying to create a fake person.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
not.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, if someone's fake to say this is, and then like there's one guy, he owns the place. This is just a random bar, nothing to see here. Not, we're not interested in anarchy. Get the hell out of here.
Pay no attention behind the man behind the curtain.
That would take someone with
At least
the
a
fucking
notary.
ability to do that. There are people in the fucking city who can make up fake shit. There are thieves guilds and things of that nature. You yourself are not skilled with a forgery kit.
So I guess the other question is like realistically knowing
Nor
the
do
city
you own one.
and just general stuff that we would know, is that even something that we necessarily would be worried about? Like, or should we try and like fake and find a forger to like?
I
make
mean,
all that shit?
you're definitely worried that they may come looking for you. I don't know that you have to worry about them being able to take the property because they would have to seize you to and to fucking take claim to that property. And even then, you as the title holder would get the opportunity once you're seized and all your things are being taken to sign that to someone else.
So if
What
we,
do you guys think?
I think signing it over to to Alice on the staff, right, is not a bad idea because we can just tell her we're leaving town. And that way she thinks we're leaving town and she doesn't, like, if you were a PC, she wouldn't have to roll a deception check. You know what I'm saying? So like if we just tell her we're leaving and if we want the bar back, I'm sure that we will eventually have enough money to buy it the fuck back. But you know what I'm saying? If we just tell her, hey, we want to sell this to you, and like for like when you sell something for $1, you just do it. Fucking is what I'm saying making sense?
I'm thinking of making provisions for the bar to keep the people here safe, to keep it as somewhat of a refuge. We got to find somewhere to put the king's body to somewhere safe because we can't take that with us as we go up north unless that is what we want to do to see if this guy can try and heal him.
You can put him in your tiny hut.
Put him in the hut.
You also we'd have to find a place to. What you said that was like 50 square feet? I wrote it down somewhere.
Yeah. You definitely know a fucking
right.
A spot that you could pop it up.
Okay, so that's fine. Here's the other thing you have to think about is that we're also told to kill him, like pretty pronto. So,
kill who?
The king. That was like how we ended last time. Was hey, kill this fucker. Like,
you were told, yeah.
I was told by Dante or whoever the
Donatello.
Right.
Dante.
So like I was told to, but so yeah, some shit's coming on. But do we want to try and like take this guy with us? Do we want to leave him here? Do we want to like put the place in barn door protocol to like protect everyone? Because there's shit going on. I'm sure other bars are also kind of locking down.
So who are you worried is going to hurt the people at the bar?
I don't care about the bar really in that much, but if we want to leave the king here, that's what I'm thinking of making precautions. If we take the king with us, we would just go like normal, I guess.
Right. See, that's what I like here, right? If we take him with us, then they don't have to really worry about anything.
Right. So we'll just put like a mustache and like a funny nose on the king and like.
Yeah, we can definitely we can weekend at Bernie's this shit.
Nice.
You guys have a tiny hut.
I know we have the tiny hut. I'm just playing along with him. John's
Well,
getting impatient.
No, I'm just annoyed that I gave you the solution. You don't have to carry him around, Austin.
We
You-
will.
you
Carry
put him in
around
there
inside
and-
the thing. He's like,
and you put
a
him in
bag
your
of
pocket.
holding, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's,
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
it's a
Yeah,
thing.
sorry.
It's like
It's almost like
Sorry.
a genie
Well,
bottle.
I don't think
basically.
he understood how the hut works.
No.
It's like
So,
having a soft
what do
box
I-
open the
turned
hut
into a
up?
big house.
What do I look? No, just tell me what to look up, and I'll look it up and read.
Leomund's tiny hut
No,
is the spell.
No, you want
What?
Darren's instant fortress is what you want.
Okay.
It's an item.
Four
Don't
tiny
look up a
heads.
spell.
Yeah. But ours is a little different.
It's a little different, but it's basically the same.
I just want to be able to. So I'll read it, and then cool. We put the king in there. We find some place to open it up. We go in there. We make him a nice little bed. We put some like water by his side, some ibuprofen and shit, right? And then close that shit back up.
Right.
And who hold on to this thing?
I mean,
Who-
it don't matter.
Who's got? Does anyone have sleight of hand? Do I have sleight of hand?
I don't. Boz probably does.
I do.
You do? Well, then Boz, you take it. If you got sleight of hand, you'll be able to.
Yeah, I have a +8 on sleight of hand.
Yeah, definitely. Boz is holding on to that.
So here's how it works.
Okay.
Rough. Here's how the real one works. John, whatever changes after I'm done,
Yeah.
let him know. It's a 1 cubic inch metal cube. You throw it on the ground. It turns into a 20 by 20 thing. I don't remember how high do you want it, John?
That's fine.
10, 20.
It's it's fucking, we'll say 9 feet.
Okay, so 20 by 20.
10. We can go 10,
20
yeah.
by 20, 10 feet high. It
Yeah.
expands after 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to open it up. It takes an
It
action
looks
to set it, to deconstruct it and take it back to cube form. It's indestructible when it's big, expanded, but somebody can get in it like with lock picking and shit. So
Yeah,
that's
there's just where that you could just push open or
so
some
you can
shit.
keep shit in it. You can keep a lot of shit in there. You know, barring we have the room to expand this thing and drag the thing in there and then close it the fuck back down. But
Yeah.
we can easily put fucking Bernie in there and close it back up, and then he can be in Boz's pocket.
Cool.
But yeah, I like.
Sorry,
the
guys.
leading
Do I need to
shit out
add it
there.
to my inventory, or we're just gonna
No,
cool with saying, "Hey,
don't
I
think
got
you-
it. I'm throwing
I
it
don't
out."
think you-
no, yeah, you
I
guys
got-
have that with you.
I have
Okay, that's
it-
fine.
I have it in mind, and I have all like the specifics written with it, so don't sweat it.
That's fine. Not a problem.
It's on. We know it's on you. I'll have any information we need.
Okay.
If you have questions about it. So yeah, let's. John, you said we know of a place. I mean, like.
Yeah.
No,
So-
we just say we do it and then just do it. We don't gotta get into that. I don't feel.
Yeah, no, you know of a place you guys are able to go
Definitely,
and put him in there.
as long as it's like incognito. I don't want to fucking just open this thing up in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking to Alice before you go put him in there?
Um,
Or are you just getting that out of the way?
I didn't know if she.
No.
I didn't think she ever saw the body.
No, but you wanted to talk to her about signing the place over to her?
I think,
No,
I think
no,
we need to get rid of this body first.
Okay.
what
So
we're
you're
gonna
doing
do
that
is-
first.
We're just going to like while they're just getting the body ready. I'm just gonna go talk to them, let them know we're gonna be gone for a little bit again. You're doing great. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them you don't know where we're at. It's true, you don't. You can play off like you don't know us if you want to. You guys can just sort of split the earnings while we're gone for a little bit. Just keep the place safe and keep everyone here safe. Do your best.
Right.
God bless. And we'll be back and put anything right that we need to, but we're going to go take care of some shit. Pretty much all we would tell her.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then tell her to.
Here's the keys.
Yeah, tell her to walk away while we drag this body up the stairs.
They wouldn't care.
Honestly, how fucking tall is the ceiling in the fucking first floor of the bar? We could just do it there, right? I mean, if the ceiling's tall enough. If it's not, it's not. But that'd be a great place to do it.
Yeah. You could do it, but you like
I mean, we'd move some tables and shit out of the way, but
yeah. So you would risk with the noise of moving everything around, waking up the staff.
Tell this. I mean, we tell the staff to stay the fuck out. I mean, we could send. We'll send them. Here's what we'll do. We'll send them upstairs. I'll have Austin start summoning this thing, and I'll just stay at the top of the stairs and make sure they don't go down.
They're sleeping, but like if once you start moving stuff, you wake up. So you just
then I'll just watch
hold them at the top of the stairs.
Watch the stairs and be like, just stay here.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I have a feeling that none of them are going to get by me. Maybe the orc has a shot, but I'm not really worried about it. So let's do that. As long as it's not going to damage the bar, let's just do it in the cover of the bar.
And August, while you're talking to Alice, she does tell you that, Mr. Tuga's brother, the real big guy, that's what he said he was. He's in a warehouse about 3 blocks south.
Really?
He's healing up there.
Okay. Okay. Did you see how he's doing? Okay.
Oh, once he woke up, he's got a lot of bumps and bruises, but I'm sure he'll heal as long as he doesn't get an infection. I don't know how anybody around here will heal up a giant infection. That'd be crazy.
It'd be a big infection. All right, Alice. Well, thanks for letting us know. We'll be back.
Am I around for any of that? Because here's what I would say: whenever I find the fuck out, is she gonna tell me that when I'm watching the top of the stairs? She's gonna pass me at some point, right?
So yeah, if she saw you, she would tell you that. Yes.
So here, I'm gonna tell her that if she needs like protection, as soon as he's healed, call him. He will help. Tell her.
I would.
Like he said you would help us. Please help us, and he'll help.
Will do.
Okay. Very good.
He'll be the new bouncer.
Very good. You keep him outside.
If he wants to.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to leave, that'll be up to him. I can't keep no giant nowhere.
No, if you tell him you need him to stick around, though, he should. Maybe. We'll see.
If you say so.
No promises, but if he can help, he will.
You 100% believe everything you're saying.
Yeah.
That is most likely what he will do. She just
leave to finish his own bullshit.
Don't know shit about giants, so
right.
She's plain plumb ignorant.
I just what I was saying is I don't want to make her empty promises because he might leave.
Yeah, so, fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway.
So you guys heading to the
hold on a second. My kid's gonna come in.
We're gonna do the thing in the bar. Expand the thing if we didn't do it already.
You did that. That is done. The king is all put up.
He's stowed away. Okay.
Yep. Oh, shit. I'm gonna grab a pack of smokes. Give me 1 second.
Austin, did you say something about I think you said provisions, but were you about to get into something about disguises?
Sorry, I realized I was out.
Yeah. Disguises either to have you guys look like a fat dude and a skinny dude or some kind of cloaks. And then
do any of you have a disguise kit in your inventory?
Hell no. I
don't. Double check.
I do.
Alejandro.
I don't think I do.
I have a disguise kit.
Do you have proficiency in disguise kit, or do you have one in your?
I have proficiency with disguise kit.
Okay, now check your inventory for a disguise kit. So you can use a disguise kit.
He's got one.
He's got one. Then you can take the time. Go ahead and roll. What do I want to have you roll here?
It's for them. I have a ring or some shit that I can just.
No, yes, but to disguise them up. I'm trying to see what attribute.
I mean, you could just.
I'm gonna say we're gonna go with your.
And lower the DC.
We're gonna go with charisma plus proficiency.
Works for me. That's got to be his highest bonus.
Yep.
Adam, you did get
Because
the Ring of Spell storing, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking you should probably take that though.
That's John.
After all?
Yeah, because if I'm
Adam.
raging, I can't do shit. with it.
And this is Boz's avatar.
So
He
you
is
can go ahead and
entirely-
take it back.
And that's Daddy. And that's a nuke.
What time of day is it, John?
That's a nuke, and that's Daddy.
it is shoot, it's probably like because it was in the middle of the night. We'll go ahead and yeah, but you guys broke out in the middle of the night. So let's call it. Go ahead, boss.
John, the only thing I have is the cloak that can camouflage me while the hood is up.
And you also have the boots of Elvenkind.
No, I have the cloak of Elvenkind, and I don't have any boots on here.
You add the boots of Elvenkind because you found the cloak and boots.
You got boots.
And-
You got boots and cloak, Boz. I see on your.
Yeah. So what the boots do is
Oh, there it is.
they give.
I don't
So
have.
now you have advantage on all stealth checks against being seen or being heard.
Don't we have a ring that we need to put some spells in or some
That's
shit?
why I was
Yes,
asking
that's
what
what we're
time
doing. Yeah,
of
we're
day
talking
it
about that right
was.
now.
It's about 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Let's see what we got to figure out what the fucking plan is once he gets back. Like when we're gonna leave, because I know he's got spell slots he can burn.
Well, you guys are coming off a long rest because the princess woke you up from one.
Right. And this thing is we found it empty, correct?
What?
The ring of spell storing.
Yes.
Because I'd like to fill that thing up before we take off out of here.
Agreed.
Because why the fuck not?
Because you should fill it up when you're taking a long rest.
That's what
In
I'm
case
saying.
you need
That's what I'm
spells.
saying. I want to figure out if he wants to leave now, we don't fill it up. If he's not in, because I like August kind of taking the lead here. If he
Okay,
thinks
I see
we-
what you're
if he
saying.
thinks
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
we can fucking hang out for 8 hours and rest up here to get him recharged, then we can fill it up.
Okay.
I'm looking through his.
You're going from an idea of following his lead.
Yeah, I am.
Gotcha.
I want to know. I want to. Well, that'd be, like he's been coming. He's better with city intrigue shit than I am.
Yeah.
This is not my niche, so I like him taking the lead here. But yeah, no, I'm just thinking about stuff. Let's see. Can't put hold person. God, that'd be sick to put hold person in there. But I'm gonna go, John. I gotta ask. Can't put hold person in there, right? Because it comes
What?
from the wand.
From the wand.
It comes from the wand, is what I'm saying. So we can't put it in there, correct?
I read the Ring of Spellthorn.
I would be willing to bet it says no.
Yeah,
creature
I'm-
can cast a spell by touches as the spell has no effect other than be sorry. The ring can't hold the spell. If the ring can't hold the spell is okay. The level of the slot uses around a space. Cast spell slots. All it says is can cast. They have to cast it in there, but like it seems like it shouldn't work.
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna
nothing saying it
rule,
can't,
and
I'm-
because I don't hate the idea, but I'm gonna rule specifically because I did hear you say it says the same of the expended spell slot.
Yeah,
We're gonna go ahead and rule
that's
that it has to be a caster using their spell slot.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't let someone cast something from their Ring of Spell Storing into yours,
Hang on.
unless I'm just completely wrong.
The spell uses the slot level spell save. So the original caster was otherwise. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't
It's
know
such a
that
good
that's
spell
right,
that there's
but
no. I think it's the right move because it's
Yeah.
you definitely run the risk of us getting OP because 2 hold persons and a fucking healing word or something's going in there.
yeah,
Why the fuck? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, because fucking he doesn't have a better spell than Hold Person, for my money. But yeah, I mean there's Tasha's, so that's it's almost as good.
Yeah.
Once he gets back, I want to see. Like I said, if he thinks we need to head out now, then we just we can pump whatever
Gotcha.
he wants in there.
Yep.
If he thinks we can wait, then we'll fucking load that thing to the gills. Because otherwise, it's dumb to have it and not use it. I wish I do wish this thing had fucking what you had in it. I know that made a lot of sense.
What?
I
It had stuff already in it?
No. Well, you can find them with stuff.
Yeah.
But
Is-
ours is blank, correct?
No, yeah.
No, I wish it had like you could like add the spells to it, like the actual like as if you were selecting them for your character sheet inside
Oh,
the item.
in the item on D&D Beyond.
Yes.
Okay. I was real fucking confused.
Yeah, I mean I didn't really do great.
I
with
was
the word
like-
speaking there, but
Because it sounded like a complaint, but it wasn't delivered at all like a complaint. And you were
What?
like being super nice. And I'm like, why does this sound like a complaint?
because it's me being lazy. Boz, I'm gonna beat you on one of these initiative rolls one day with your plus 12 and my plus 0.
He rolled like
Baby.
fucking 13 on a recent combat. I think I remember.
Yeah,
this
that
one
was a
real
He's
low.
still yeah, but he's got fucking what? That's
still 12.
that's 65% chance of winning that. Well, 6.
Fucking-
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, still, that's that. The odds are ever in his favor.
God, man. Well, and really, it's more of like a fucking 85% chance because of your luck rolling.
I mean, sure.
You get very few 20s. Now, I would argue that your highest numbers are going to be on initiative.
Mine?
You're going to be more likely to roll high on initiative than you would for something important.
I see. Here I am. I'm thinking like a nature check.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, my other character still got your fucking ass though, Boz, with a 13. But I had the alert feat. What the fuck adds to what do you? Oh, because your charisma is fucking. Well, it's only 1 point higher. Trying to figure out why the fuck yours is so goddamn good. It's so good.
Alejandro's?
Yeah.
Persuasion
what?
Something to do with a
Persuasion
rabbit? Is there rabbit
is
stuff?
10.
So wait, you're trying to see why?
Yeah, it's a hair trigger. He gets his proficiency bonus to initiative rolls. That's so sick.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah.
I knew he had something. I just didn't know what it was.
got you. I didn't realize we were still talking about his
No,
initiative.
because I'm looking at Annette's initiative and it's plus 13, but I knew she had alert, so that would be a plus 8.
Oh, gotcha.
Take away alert. But yeah. God,
Yeah.
it's-
Well, and if you give him alert, he's got a plus 17.
yeah.
And it's going to keep going up when his proficiency bonus goes up.
And if he decides to fucking take an ASI and charisma, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If he could bump it, so he could max it out. Let's see. A max proficiency bonus is 6. If you add plus 5 for charisma
plus 5 for
and
dex,
plus 5 for dex, so that's 10, 16.
plus
and
11 would
then-
be 21.
Yeah. So you could max it out at a
Uh,
minimum of a 22 initiative.
Somebody did the math on a Reddit post, and it looks like the highest they got initiative to was 50 plus 58.
In 5e
Yeah.
with how?
With 8 levels of warlock, 4 levels of rogue, 3 levels of ranger, 2 levels of wizard, and 2 levels of bard. Here, It's all right here. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and assume that these numbers are accurate because I'm not going to track these down. But here's the chart.
But like, so the alert feat.
Also, there's some of
Bend to luck, wild magic sorcerer. I guess that does something to. Oh, so you can get a 1d4. So that's if you max out all those rolls.
Correct.
Got you.
This is
okay. That is very different than a static,
because
they staticked it out at 23, which I'm
still pretty good.
because of half proficiency. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then War Mage gets an intelligence bonus of +5. Okay. Gloomstalker, Swashbuckler, default dexterity. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of things going on in there, but yes. Evidently, it's possible. Let's see if there's any comments.
What?
Okay, this first comment. Everybody roll initiative. Fighter 8, sorcerer 13, Frankenstein. Okay, and with my inspiration 60, Bard 11. That's with a plus. That's with a 2 on the die.
Yeah.
You could potentially roll a 78 initiative. You should get 2 surprise rounds if you roll 78.
Well, no, that's the thing is though. I'm not ever having you roll initiative.
Did you read the rest of this comment?
You just go first.
Bard 11, DM, and the bad guys go last. Frankenstein, what are you going to do? I ready in action to Eldritch Blast after they get out of the cover to attack. He's got a 60 initiative and uses it to ready in action.
I love it. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do, though.
I love Reddit.
That's fucking great. Now, I wouldn't have you roll. I would make that fucking, you wasted your time. Now you don't roll.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing also too. All those dice rolls are, not like you said, the highest consistent you're going to get is 23. But I think all these dice rolls are like spendable resources. Like Bardic Inspiration. Guidance you always get is a cantrip.
Yeah.
But Bend Luck is certainly, I think, like once per day, I think.
Yeah. But even then, with a 23, like,
I mean, it's tough.
I'm gonna have you roll all the time with the 23, but as soon as you're like, I spend this, if you say I spend this and this, I'm just gonna say don't roll.
Roll a 10. If you roll a 10, you're going for if you roll a 5, you're going first.
Yeah.
You gonna beat a 28? Probably not.
And now it might be with skills you're proficient in. If only there was a way to gain proficiency in dexterity as a rogue. Because when you hit level 11, you just have a 10 on initiative.
Oh, right. With reliable talent.
Anyway,
or whatever the
Austin's back, so cool. We should get going.
I didn't realize.
Tuga, you wanted to find out what he was Austin. Going, what his plan was.
So, we can do this in character. Do you think we need to leave now? Or should we, we have very fun toy here, and he like pulls out the ring of spell storing, and he's like, you could fill up with your magics, and we can rest. You refill tank, and we then head out.
Austin or August, you would, you think that isn't a bad idea, but you also think that is risking the guards then coming looking for you, and you'll still be here.
I also didn't use any spell slots, and I'm full hit points.
Right. It holds 5 levels of spells. So we don't have to fill it up, but I feel like if you're gonna pump stuff into it and we're gonna leave without resting, I think you should just keep your spell slots. There's a slight advantage to passing some of them into this ring, but not really too much of one, in my opinion. I feel like, at least just for now, it's probably better for you to have all the access to all your spell slots than, like, stick Boz with one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You guys do what you want. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you're right.
If it were me
So, like-
playing, I would not be worried about the ring until we rest.
Yeah.
Right.
And I wouldn't.
In that case, I'm gonna switch off of it because I have the ring of jumping right now.
Oh.
You can have both rings on.
Well, I have 3 attunement slots, and I have
Oh.
4 things to attune.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't know your ring of attunement
So-
required. So
If
do you
if
want
it's
me
if
to-
it requires attunement, I would give the ring to
Yeah,
someone else.
give
That's
it-
what I was trying to do.
Gotcha.
Because
I didn't
I have the
realize-
cloak, I have the ring, I have the ring of jumping, and I have the rapier.
That's fine. I'll
I
take it. I'll
want
take it back.
Adam to have that. Yeah.
I think it would.
And
I-
fill up the ship.
I
I
Honestly,
think
we
it
should
makes
put it
the.
to Austin.
It always to me makes the most sense on the caster
Yeah. It's
because
fine.
then they can fucking
Right.
machine gun spell slots
Yeah.
and not worry about it as
Austin,
much.
You take it. That's fine.
All right,
Because
I've
I'm
got the
probably not
ring.
gonna be able to cast
We're all-
anything
we're all
You
happy.
guys do what you want.
Our
But-
our people are good. We got the king in the box, right?
anyway.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Dick's in the
get
box.
Get your sleeping bag, fill it with some food, and get your towel and a blanket, and let's get the fuck out of here. That was a joke,
Do
Adam.
we gonna do? I think you got to roll to make disguises up for us.
Yeah, you got to roll per charisma plus your proficiency. So I think 5 plus 3, so 8. D20 plus 8.
To see how well we can disguise them, you
See
mean?
how good you
Yep.
make your disguises up. Hopefully it's good. I don't think I have any inspiration to give you because this would be worth it. Yeah, that's not bad.
20 and 27.
So yeah, you get
Yeah,
go ahead and roll me a D4. Tuga even Alejandro odds.
Wait, what?
To see who gets the better one.
So Tuga. Well, I was gonna go to see who gets the
Why don't you
first
just
one,
make-
but
why
you
don't
said
just make the 20 like the first
So-
roll a cumulative roll for both disguises
um
and ignore the 27.
I mean I
You do whatever.
I
you want.
can. But Austin fucking jumped the gun and rolled it twice. So we're just gonna roll with that. Fucking Tuga,
That way our
you-
disguises are at least equally good.
you got the better disguise because he took more time on yours because yours was harder.
That's good. Buzz is gonna be better
Fucking
at running away
Alejandro,
anyway.
he pinned his ears back and fucking put a little cap on him and made him look like a fucking halfling.
Put a little rouge
like-
on you, tuck your sack back.
Yeah. He fucking just made him not look like a rabbit and put a cloak on him, and it fucking helped.
I feel like that's about his everyday walk around anyway.
Kind of.
Fucking,
Alejandro blends in relatively easily.
yeah.
Tuga,
I'm a
on
big-
the other hand, does not.
I'm sure there's large individuals. It's the fucking
But-
humpback that's the problem.
Yeah. So part of it is he kind of made you look somewhat grotesque. He paled up your skin tone and gave you more, but you look like Quasimodo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame when he's done
Put
with
me
you.
in white.
He does a fucking fantastic job, but he tells you to walk with a limp
Okay, I can do
and look
that.
goofy. But you look exactly like fucking Quasimodo.
Sweet.
One big eye and everything.
Hey,
Cool.
this Romani
Now we're
should be
disguised.
fine.
We have supplies. We know what's what.
Yep. Lead the way,
Uh,
friend. Let's go.
You guys got a little bit of supplies. Yeah. You got
Yeah,
your
we just
average.
we just go and rate the pantry and then figure it out as we go.
Also,
Yeah.
like we're in a fucking city. I'm not too worried about supplies.
yeah,
Send
if you
Austin
got
over to
if
the apple
you
cart and buy some apples.
yeah,
What are we doing here?
agreed. But yeah, no, fuck. What am I doing?
Yeah, no.
So you guys head up to or you heading to see Frazier Crane Eater?
Yes, that is what we were doing.
Lead the
Okay.
way.
So it takes you a little while to get there. With your disguises, you're not bothered. You guys travel through the city. I'd say you ended up leaving around 5-ish. So you get up there around 7:38 in the morning, 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm right in between that. And you're able to locate his home, or what you believe to be his home.
What time of day is it?
We'll call it 8 a.m. now. After, because you would have had to ask around a bit, August, but with your fucking persuasion, you're able to find out where this guy lives. You got a +10.
Yeah.
Not gonna have you roll for that.
I go and knock lightly on the door.
And you don't hear a response.
I test to see if the door is locked to open it.
Yep.
I open the door and
it's locked.
Oh, well,
Here I come.
He just stopped listening to you. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, also he says I lightly tap the door. Then I try to open it. I'm like,
harder.
I see if okay, so yes, I knock a little louder. I'm not trying to be too open with our presence. I thought you said it wasn't, but anyway, that wasn't bad.
no, I just said you hear no response.
Yeah, I knock on the
And
door a little
it's
louder.
locked. Okay. So you yes, who is it?
It's August. August Frost.
It's well past October.
I know not of you. Who are you?
Sorry to bother you. We are looking for. Oh, don't tell me. I want to. Frazier. The Frazier Crane Eater.
Yes, crane eater.
And
I heard he lived here.
you start hearing footsteps, and the door opens. Says, "What do you want with me?" And you see a large, almost elderly orc with kind of middle to long shoulder length hair, a big white beard, and but his hair is completely gone on the top. He's got kind of a mid-length to the hair that's left on the sides, almost to his shoulders. It's all white, wrinkled up. And you see one of his eyes is completely milked over, white, and the other one is completely black. This is what he has always looked like, August.
It's been a long time. I'm not surprised you don't remember me. I just remember growing up hearing your stories as a kid.
Know you?
Yeah.
You're a fan. Oh, of course. Yes.
Yes, I actually got into anyways, it's not too important. I was sent here by someone, and I to help you to see if you could give us some information and to possibly heal someone. I don't want to talk too much.
I am no healer.
I don't want to talk too much out here, but if I'll tell you what, it's an interesting story. Do you have a second to hear it? If we can come in?
I do enjoy a story. I don't know. My time is money.
Of course. We were more than happy to reimburse you for your time.
Tuga just shakes a bag at him. and you hear it jingly. He doesn't say anything. Though.
He just okay, and he takes the bag.
Okay, hang on.
Roll a D100.
A D100. I'm thinking strength contest here, son.
Well, yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
How about sleight of hand?
No, it's not, I don't have good sleight of hand. I have good strength,
no.
and it's my bag.
Tell me your roll, but if you don't fucking bomb it,
I got a 17.
you got it.
So,
He got a 1. So unless you got a 1,
no, I'll just quick hold it above. Is he? I'm sure I'm taller than him. I'm just gonna.
he's an orc. He's a full orc.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just pull it back.
Um,
I'm still not gonna say shit.
well,
so fast, friend.
Are you going to pay for my time or not?
Yes,
We-
this was all I have though, man.
It depends on how much time is your time is worth.
How much? Yeah. Well, also we don't know how long it's going to take, but we will make it worth your while. But again, it's a good story. You're going to want to hear it.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I aid
Well,
this
actually-
by handing him 5 gold right now?
That's the advantage right there.
I'll just pull it out.
So,
right quick.
So you hand him 5 gold and you don't even need the roll, but yeah, your advantage. You're able to. He's like, okay, come tell me your story. I'm curious.
I ain't scared of grease on a squeaky wheel.
You have my attention. Come on
so-
in.
Okay, so we go in
Go in.
and using
He
my-
nudges you, August, as you guys are walking in. What's with the guy with the weird eye and the hunchback?
it's part of the story. I'll tell you right now. And I just using my narrative skills, using all the theater and performance I have, I'm going to try and I'm not going to really hold back too much. I'm going to keep the story to the princess getting involved in some bigger stuff, trying to keep our guys safe. We got into some trouble, and then we took care of said trouble, and that caused the spark that's going on right now because we're trying to help the princess.
You're midway through your story. Roll me a perception check.
18.
So you see his hand going like this, kind of making a motion, and you notice it's pointing at something. And when you look over, you see everything you've gone through going over a crystal globe in the corner.
Yeah, which makes me smile because I remember the crystal globe, right?
Well, no, this isn't. You wouldn't have ever been to like his shop.
All right, so
You would have heard him as like a storyteller. You would heard he was an oracle, but you've never seen his magic in action.
So the princess, I'm pretty much just trying to trust the princess. She told us to go see this guy. I figure if we're actually going to get his real help, he's got to know there's some real shit going on. So I look at the thing and there's a curiosity there, but I keep going, telling him like, the prince. We met the princess. We were in the castle after we got. I'm not going into too much of the god stuff or the dreams, but I will go over the fact that I heard Hagar mention the city of the gods. I know the king was looking for that. So I'll try and play it off by that. Like, we kind of have an idea that they might have found it. And we were in the castle after we got captured, and that's when the princess spoke to us. I'm not going to outline that she freed us. I'm going to outline that we spoke to her, and then I'm going to make it seem like we found the king and then sort of rescued him.
So as you're talking and saying these non-truths, you see the truth pop on the crystal globe.
So I look over there and I say, okay, I see you have other interesting methods. I guess I'm
My
just...
friend, you did not see through my ruse. I know you. I know you all very well. And
Interesting.
it keeps going, and then it cuts to a scene that you're not familiar with. And you hear the room filled with sound. You do know one of the people in the scene. It's the king, well and healthy. And you see someone barge in the room. It's kind of a gangly, pale-skinned man. He looks frantic. His hair is thin and wiry. Looks greasy and oiled. and he just has sunken eyes and look like he hasn't slept in a long while. And you hear the king go, Vector, what do you want?
You found it. I know. I can feel it. You know how to get there, don't you? The power is within our grasp. You know how to get there, don't you?
I wouldn't know such thing. I still haven't found it, and you know that.
No, I saw it. I saw it in your journal. You found something you're hiding from me. And I'm gonna find it, I swear to you.
And you could tell the king's playing off. He knows, he looks like he knows something. Vector knows, and he leaves kind of in a kerfuff. And the king looks in just deep thought. Can't find it. Can't know that I know. And you see him open his top drawer and pull out a black vial, pop the cork, and down it.
The king did that to himself?
And he fell into the state he's in now.
I thought it was his. It sounded like it was his plan. You're already playing for it.
Okay.
What you see, the king poisoned himself in some way. You came to look for a cure. Frazier says to the three of you.
Yes.
That is quite the journey. Are you up for it?
Oh,
You
we're
seem
up.
capable. And you see as his hands still toiling, you'll need to travel to the pool of life. Now it's pool of life, Life. It is a great journey. From here, you would need to travel, and this isn't exactly Faerunian geographically correct, but this is the what I've come up with. You must travel through the Troll Swamp, which is to the east of here. Once you reach the far eastern edge of the Troll Swamp, you'll travel through the Forsworn Forest. At the edge of the Forsworn Forest is you'll have to find a way either around or through the Den of Dragons mountain range. From there, you will find yourself in the Valley of the Shadows of Death, the deadliest desert in Faerun.
Lovely.
At the heart of this desert is the Pool of Life. It is said in fables, the Pool of Life can cure any ailment. Whatever it is that the king has poisoned himself with, this will cure it.
You wouldn't happen to have some of the Pool of Life water with you by chance, would you?
Good
Right.
question.
The
Pay for it.
fables regarding this pool, no one knows for sure if anyone's ever actually made it there and back. People claim they have. Not many believe them.
Well, if they're not still alive, I don't believe them.
Some of the tales have holes, but most who have ever set off on this journey have never returned.
Right. Okay. It seems like you have a a very clear view of what's been going on and what's happening.
I have known of this coming for some time. It is my job knowing waiting, hoping. They aren't always true. I don't know they're true until you walked through my door.
So you
Because I've
see,
seen many visions of you. I've seen you die 10 years before this. And I've seen you live for 100 more.
even better. So you see threads of stories, and you aren't quite sure which way it's going to go until something
I
happens.
see certain things and I've learned to piece them together through the years. I've been doing this for a long, long time.
Right. Do you know anything of a creature who calls himself a god of Donatello and his brother Gore by chance?
The first spawn of the gods. Our gods. But the first spawn of the true gods. There are ones who seek to end this plane. They have been trying for a long time. Great sacrifices were made to keep them from succeeding. And that's what's brought us all here. The visions I've seen of that time were very hazy. But I know these men are dangerous, and I know they've come close to achieving their goal in the past. Something stopped them. And now the timer is almost up. That plan that was enacted had a time limit on how long it would work. The 5 children of, I think his name is Xerxes. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a name I've seen. I believe it to be his. Xerxes would be coming to end it all. Do not know why. His children existed in a time before us. We were all, well, not us, but our ancestors were white, and the gods had to start anew. This was why. This sort of collection of evil beings, because there are other siblings. They have 4 other siblings who are also trying to open this gate. As far as I know, they're working together, but I don't know exactly who they are. They're coming to end it all. When they bring their father, he will end it all. You 3 might be able to stop them. At least I've seen you do it. I've also seen you gravely wounded, even dead. I believe that you will win. So I've been waiting to give you this journey, hoping that you would succeed. Hoping that you'll save us all. I believe the gods of good are on your side, but I believe all the gods of evil are working against you. And the neutral ones are taking a nap, as they always do.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Glad to see you're doing well. Maybe try and look you up.
Slowly backs away.
Right.
If we're in the neighborhood
The
again.
two of us are already out the door.
And you see the fucking coat rack behind you animates and sticks like a fucking arm out at you, and he says, "You still owe me payment, correct?"
Absolutely. Nah, that's for sure. How?
Tuga, pay them.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's say 150 gold.
Yeah, sure. Here, let me see what I got. I pull out 15 gold. Here, I'll get you the rest on our way back.
I don't know if that will work, because then I couldn't give you this map directly to where you're going. Let's call that 300 gold.
You mean 285? 75? 275.
Well, no, it would be 435.
I'm trying real hard not to just try and grab the map.
Hey,
and
hey,
run.
can while they're haggling, can I want
Smoke
to
bomb.
I want to try and like just test how strong this coat rack is. Like maybe I can't do anything, but if I could just pick it up and put it to the side.
You're able to move it, yeah.
Okay, guys, we can just leave. Coat rack is no problem.
Well, having a map to this place would be nice.
Oh, okay.
Roll me a perception check, Tuga.
Okay. Ooh, is that an 18 or a 19? 19. No bonus. 19.
You feel something tugging at your coin purse, but you see nothing.
Phrasing.
Right. Is it my scrotum or my coin purse?
And you start to see
one of those I'm gonna try and prevent.
you see it open and coins start to float out of it.
I'm gonna let I'll let like 30 of them fall out, and then I'm gonna close it up and just see what happens.
You just feel tugging against it, but it's not strong enough to get it away from you. Whatever this thing is, and they look like they're holding, like you see nothing but a little black hole, and that the coins are going into it and disappearing.
The ones that floated out.
Yeah.
Okay. That was everything you asked for. Yes. It was not.
I guess that'll do. It's not quite enough, but fair enough. Go save the world.
I mean, that is thing. I'll tell you what. I'll bring you something cool back.
How cool.
Dragon tooth or something.
I'll bring you back cool.
Dragons?
A piece of ice.
What do
ice will melt.
Then I'll bring you water for you to freeze.
Pretty cool to watch it, no? What do you want? What can I bring you back?
No.
No, I don't.
Well, this is why we ask.
Yes. In the mountains, you can find a rare delicacy I haven't had since my days out of the city. I would love to have fresh rock eggs for breakfast one last time.
Oh, this motherfucker. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Tuga is familiar with rocks.
You would know what a rock is.
Yeah,
it's a fucking gargantuan
I know what a rock
bird.
is.
It's a country in the Middle East.
God damn it. Yeah, but what's a henway? He goes, you know, if the opportunity presents itself, I too would enjoy rock egg. So I will try to bring us one back. It's big egg. Perhaps we share. If not, you have whole thing.
Fair enough.
So I'll keep my eyes open.
He gives you guys a map that will help you navigate from here to there. But he essentially has given you a quest out of the city.
Cool.
That's good. We needed to lay low.
Deuces.
So,
We got the king with us, so
yeah.
I was going to ask about that, but I didn't want to like even get him along the idea of looking at his magic shit and be like, "Oh, I see you have the king with you." You might know that, but I didn't want to fucking bring it up.
He might know, but yeah, don't tell him. Don't give away anything for free.
Right.
Well, no, you would have seen you guys sneaking out of the castle flash through with
Okay.
the king.
I mean, yeah.
Like he's
Well, he
aware.
could have fucking said something. Like he could have done something this whole. He could have come and like sent us a
He's
bird.
not giving away anything for free either, dude.
No, he's not.
Here's it. So, yeah, I mean, I love.
You got to think of someone who essentially just deals in secrets too, though. Like they don't put themselves out there.
Right. And so it's probably safe to assume that he knows we're wanted. Like he probably knows our whole thing. It's basically John,
Yeah.
guys. Just pretend like we're
Yeah.
talking to John. Very much pleasure doing business doing pleasure with you.
Like essentially, he showed you a WWE promo package of the entire campaign. There's big bits missing, but
Right.
you would assume he probably knows most of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit all the highlight reel.
That's
Boys,
lots of
we,
allergies.
should probably hippity hop to barber shop now. Before town gets too crowded, because it's still morning. Like, are we leaving town?
Yeah. I mean, I don't see.
Like
Other
now?
than like, does it even matter to give the princess like, hey, we're gonna take your dad on a field trip. We'll be right back.
She sent you to this guy to find a cure.
She left him with us. She sent us
Yeah.
here. We're
Right.
in
Well, that's
charge.
my point. Like, I don't see any reason why we don't just sort of like stop by REI to like get some good shit, get some like good hiking boots, some climbing snowshoes, some
Tuga's
rope.
got all that for himself. He's not from
Yeah.
here.
Basically,
Yeah.
just like kitting out and like get a really nice like.
You'll need to get provisions to last you
Yeah.
for the fucking
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
a while, because you can tell from this is going to be a couple month journey.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna go hike the Appalachian Trail, basically. So we go and like get all of our through hiking shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I'm thinking of this.
So it will for all this for to get how much provisions do you guys want to get?
Well, here's the thing.
I mean,
It's not the provisions as in food and water. It's not those kinds of resources that we could try and hunt and gather along the way.
Okay.
It's just trying to get the equipment to like sleep, eat, walk, because we don't have like that kind of. I mean,
You have a hut,
sleep
We have
and
a
when
is
you
not
open
that important.
when you open the tiny hut, it's fully furnished. There's a table, desk, 4 beds, and a couple chests.
It's yeah. I'm not worried about sleeping.
Oh.
I mean,
Go
if you were worried about like horses,
Climbing
that I would
gear,
understand,
horses.
but I don't know. I mean, if it's all
Food
about,
would be a thing you could stock up on to save you time.
John, I would say
You don't
I would
need
say
to.
Here's how Tuga would be thinking about food, right? Not necessarily water, because water is water. We're not gonna carry water, right? We're gonna load up at a creek, take what we can in canteens, and we're gonna keep it moving. Food, I would think ration wise, he would be comfortable taking enough that would like hardtack jerky, that kind of shit, enough to get us there, and he could hunt enough to provide the other half of the journey. Not that we would eat all the rations right away and hunt on the way back, but mix it up.
Right,
Yeah,
well,
no, 100%.
my
We're
idea was
trailing this.
My
Yeah.
idea was to actually try and like weigh out the food or like because we don't do stuff like that. I'm just saying we're gonna go and take realistic precautions to go and get
No,
traveler
but
gear.
Adam gave me exactly what I need. Is you're gonna get enough to like kind of get you there. I'm not gonna fucking have you tracking
Yeah,
that shit.
absolutely. Try and
But you
get
do have to spend on. You're able to get fucking whatever anybody has in their pack. You now have 3 of. Everybody has that in their pack. Like you guys are able to kit out.
Okay. I'm not gonna change any of that, but
No, don't add shit. Don't worry about that. But if someone has something, you guys all are able to have it. So climbing gear, fucking snowshoes, you're decked out. You take the time that morning to get decked out.
he gave us a map. We know what environments we should be going.
Yeah.
to. We're good.
With the
We're going
food
through
as well, the large amount of hardtack, it ends up running you about 100 total gold with all your gear and food.
All right.
we send the we asked them to send
You
an
two pay
invoice
the man
to
'cause
our
I paid our orc.
I just asked them to send the invoice to our tavern.
Just pay the man. You have-
Yeah, they
Austin,
they
your
want
gold is
payment.
off, by
They're
the way.
not taking invoices from anybody.
There's no
How
way.
much? I've got it on my character sheet. I've got 175, so I'm taking 100 off.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be more. You've got to have more than that.
I just that's how much I've got in my shit. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I would think you have more than that, but okay, because
I feel like I've given you guys a lot of gold.
yeah, I'm at
Yeah, you
I'm at-
have. We spent some, and
I
but I like a lot of it would have been at the
John.
not like spending like that, but like I think we wouldn't have taken money out of the ales and tails.
hang on.
I have 1100.
Yeah, he's got here, John. Here's answer me this: would you think that it's fair to say that I've done the most spending to pay people and all that shit as we've gone through the adventure?
I mean, I've also been pretty reckless about giving away money.
Right. Well, here's what I was gonna say. I think it's either you or me. And what I
Feel
was
like
gonna say
August spent something on something, but I don't know that it would
Well,
have
it
been
wasn't-
800 gold.
Right. What I was gonna say is just make Austin's the same as mine. Like that's
Yeah.
essentially rounding down. So Austin, put yourself at 1,059 gold. That's what I currently have, and that's after
Well, how much
paying the
did you
orc and
have,
shit.
Austin? You said 117,
175 is what I had. in my-
175, and Boz, you said you had 11 something.
1165.
You have 1175 gold. Because I don't think you've spent any
That would
really
make
at all
sense.
this
He probably
fucking
just
time.
forgot to add a 1 somewhere.
You have 1175 gold.
But take 100 off of it.
Yes. So you now have 1075 gold.
1,075, and you can pay for the rations and shit. We're all fucking community chesting this anyway. If you need money, I will hook you up.
I fully think Austin forgot a 1 there.
I do too. I think that's probably correct.
My wife would say the same thing.
That's a tough one to miss, dude.
It's not. I mean, money just. I don't know.
Well, when Boz said 1100 and Adam was a little lower than that, I was like, I know what he did because he said he had 100 something.
Right. No, I knew his was off because I keep y'all's character sheets open.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%. Like it.
Yeah.
So everybody's good. You guys are stocked up. Do you want to get a horse or wagon?
I mean, I think that would be awesome.
I think that would be awesome.
Like you're going to eventually get to a swamp.
Yeah, but
Right.
We would only really need 2 horses because I'm small. I could just tag along with somebody.
Yeah.
Well,
You can
that's
just get
something
horses.
that we need to think about. Like, I don't know, what are we gonna do with these horses when we get to parts where we can't use? Because we're not gonna make it.
Let
Put them in the
go.
cube.
We'll let him go. I guess we could put him in the
That's not
queue.
bad. Okay. Can we easily get them in the cube, John?
Horses?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can get in there, horses can get into a door.
Are you wait? You're putting them in the cube for what?
If we get
Storage.
to like a swamp, because we don't need like a fucking never-ending story moment.
Yes, you can put them in the cube,
Okay.
but you will not be able to also fit in the cube while they're in there.
Okay.
That's fine.
We'll tie them
That's
up
fine.
outside when we're.
I was
Outside,
like,
we have
you
more
could fit
resting.
in there. You would not be able to get restful sleep in there.
That's
fine.
We'll tie them up outside, and if they die, they die.
Okay, I am
So
Looking for horse prices. Give me a second. Where's
yeah,
my
and
fucking
there's
THP?
probably gonna be if there's horse supplies nearby on that too.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Or
My
like two
PhD is on
horses
the other end of the
and one
table.
burro.
You want a burro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like a mini pony,
Like a sick
For-
one too.
or like a dog. I can ride a
Okay.
Fucking bait like a Saint Bernard.
dog. Fucking labyrinth over here. And brushes.
Horse.
I
Creature.
should have thought about you guys getting horses, but I worry too
You
much
can't-
about thinking story
Why-
shit.
Why don't
and I
why don't we
Forget
just
the basics.
just hold off? We'll
No, I
figure
got
out
it.
how much a horse costs, and we can just
So-
take it off later.
Yeah, riding horses are 75 gold a piece.
All right. So
That's
we're,
not-
that's
And your friggin' saddlebags. So if you're getting
yeah, factor in
fucking
some-
saddlebags,
Yeah. Food.
pack, riding gear, all that stuff is gonna be about it'd be about 150.
Per horse.
Yeah, per horse to
Okay.
get them fully tacked out.
Everybody dish up 100 coins.
Yep. Everybody take 100 off because we're gonna buy 2 horses. Boz is
Yep.
late. And even if the horse can't hold us, one of us can walk.
They can definitely hold
Right.
the 3 of you.
Shit.
2 horses can definitely take care of the 3 of you.
Yeah. So everybody.
Boz can ride on one of their heads.
Everybody knock off
Yeah.
100 gold, and there's our
Yep,
2 horses.
done.
Done and
With
done.
his dex and balance, like he could be doing
You could
fucking
ride
yoga.
underneath the horse, Boz.
He could be doing
That goes to
yoga
horse's
on his
wiener. I don't
fucking
wanna
little
get pissed
narrow
on.
fucking
Pissed
brow.
I went to the same place. Fuck! I love
So-
when he fucking gets cut upside down.
So it is you guys start heading out.
Fuck out. Yep.
It takes you about a day to reach the edge of the troll swamp. You're on a pretty well populated road
You have a map for
until
me,
you
man?
get there. No, because I'm making this terrain up as I go along. I'm gonna get you guys to a map, but first I'm going to have to explain the rules for travel on this journey because there will be random encounters.
Definitely.
So everybody, as you have been traveling, we're actually going to say it took you 3 days to get the edge of the troll swamp. Yes. Took you 3 days. So you've been traveling for a few nights. You've not had any issues. All your watches have gone uncontested because you have been setting up watches in the hut. And you haven't had fucking any problems. One thing you guys have noticed is there's been a large population of wildlife near you. You haven't been attacked by any beasts. You've even seen some relatively dangerous beasts kind of rolling up and circling, and then you'll take off in the morning and they seem to be scattering off into the wilds. But herds of animals seem to be drawn almost to wherever you are.
Okay. Is it to a point? Because basically we're all unfamiliar with the territory we're in. I would think.
Yeah.
Would we even know that this is unusual? Because, like, obviously, I know what's going on here a little bit.
Cougar, you know it's unusual.
Okay.
You're assuming it's whatever was drawing the herds away,
Right.
but you apparently have that on you, whatever it is.
So it's
You can
like,
go ahead and put that together.
It seems like they're walking with us.
At
Like-
times,
Okay.
but it seems like the population just gets denser whenever around you.
Right. Like if like let's think about it this way, John. Like if we were using our an icon like we do on the Waterdeep map, would it almost be like if we put an aura on our token and that's where like the wildlife is concentrated? It's like
A-
aura
a little
following
bit.
us a little
Yeah, and you almost see the behavior is kind of like moss to a flame.
bit. Okay.
But if you were walking with a flame through the woods. The moths are only gonna stay with you for so long. Like
Okay.
one moth will fucking tail off because he gets tired or something.
Okay.
But they do seem to be almost drawn to you.
Okay. Two things while we do that, or while this is happening. Tuga would probably, not remember, like he fucking forgot about it, but like he would be working with Alejandro on hunting skills, because he knows that he's way better with a bow than Tuga is. He's better at range than Tuga is. He would
100%.
probably be once he like is trained and learned, would be way better at hunting than I ever would be. So like I'm gonna try and pass on whatever knowledge I can that way. I think another interesting thing that Tuga would bring up is if there's some way for us to, I don't really know how to do it safely, like without like a party split, but if there's ever an opportunity to like figure out what they're drawn to, like the animals, like where one of us like rides, like, hey, ride like, a couple 100 yards south, but then head east with us and kind of just ride along and see if they're drawn away. Does that make sense?
So which one of you is holding the stump?
That's got to be Austin, right? That's got to be August, I think.
I think it's August. That's who they're drawn to.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
and you were able to deduce within those first 3 days of travel, that stone gore is what they're drawn to.
Okay. That is not how you spell herds. Nope. Herds.
Like you heard.
Drawn. No, that's different. That's got an A in it. To gore. In the stone. Okay, cool. Well, that's much easier than I anticipated it being. But yeah, I think his proficiency with ranged weapons would 100% be. We can like kill 70 buffalo boss and only be able to carry back like 100 pounds of meat.
Literally, it is with Boz's ability with the bow. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Right.
And they when you do
can he just
drop
walk up and stab him with arrows?
When you drop an animal, the herd dissipates, like all scatters from you, and then within like 30 minutes, as you're traveling, they find their way back.
Okay, cool. That is exactly the question I was going to ask. Thank you. Hunting and killing. Scatters. That's the word I'm looking for.
All right, so are we at the pool yet?
No.
Yeah, the pool? Yeah. You made it on this fucking. This 3-month-long quest is over. You missed it.
We're level 9. So
We just
Austin,
we go there. So I said it, so we do it.
Austin, did you hear all the things we said or no?
I did not.
Okay, so what we
So
determined while you
died on day 3.
You died. You
Oh,
actually
how
just
did
bit
you
like a
You were
fingernail off and died of infection.
But then a troll came and fucked your corpse.
So here's what we did.
I want to be that troll. I'm gonna go.
You
I want
play
to.
as the troll.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be my
August
first.
Spirit was
It's
sexually
a
transmitted.
level 1 troll monk. So I mean, it's a pretty powerful character, but it's a level 1 monk. So
It's still. I mean, I gotta start somewhere.
So the herds of animals, herds of wildlife are kind of following us, and we deduce that they're attracted to the stone that was around Gore's neck, which is on your person.
Well, that you believe contains gore.
Yeah.
Do we want to try and? Well, if it's containing gore, that's probably a good thing, right?
I mean, it's better. It's better to know where he is, or at least have an idea of where we think he is.
We could always throw it in the swamp, but that just means it might inhabit some other shit.
Isn't it better to have it and be able to keep an eye on it than throw it into the wind?
So I mean, we could try and destroy it, but it'd be better to like take it into a vault, like up a mountain, and like bury it at the top or some
But
shit.
also,
I mean, you guys can do whatever
what
you
if
want with it.
destroying it just ejects him?
Releases the spirit. Yeah,
Like
that's
that's
that
not
was-
good either. I think we're
What-
just chill. Let's just chill with it and see
Okay.
if it comes in. It might be an item for a later quest that we need to complete.
It might become a problem. We'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta explain the rules we're rolling with on this journey. So how this is gonna work is for you have it mapped out here. It should take about 3 days to get through Patrol Swamp. We're gonna say 5 days to get through the forest. Depending on which route you take, there is a route mapped through and over the mountains, and there's a route mapped. There is a path underneath the mountains. Over the mountains is a shorter path that has its own dangers. Through the mountains is a fucking longer path that has its own dangers.
You know the fuck we're doing.
Fucking,
Hey,
you guys do
fuck
it.
Fuck
Whatever you
around
want.
with some pussy shit and go around the mountains.
But
We're gonna skip the Moria portion of this adventure. Fuck off.
I mean, you guys do what you want. It's the Dragon's Den, so have
Good
fun
luck.
with that. That will
Right.
take you about
Honey.
on average. That'll take you about 5 days. You think?
Around
going-
is 5 days.
No,
Through is
no.
5 days.
If you're just gonna go through, unless you guys want both options.
I mean, I think we'll actually make a decision when we get there. But
So 7 days to go around,
okay,
5 days to go through, and then you're not totally certain on the desert because the true location of the pool is kind of meh.
But my wife-
You're to follow a river. The river is known. You just see it marked on the map. The river of life and death, and you see a note next to it that says "Do not drink."
Alejandro, test it out.
But
Or we can gather
it
different
pretty
side of-
much this map leads you to the fucking
I'm confused, but what does that mean? I can't have water with alcohol?
Ever.
where this river starts in the desert, like where it enters into the desert, is kind of where you're going to be coming in from the mountains. But it's marked on in the desert, do not drink. You're not sure why. That's something you'll have to figure out along the way.
So stock up on water before we go in there.
Yeah, you're not fully
No,
sure on
no.
how the desert is gonna fucking go. It's a pretty hairy place, and that you don't know how long that journey will be. But the way this will work, every day, you guys are going to make 3 survival checks. One party is gonna make one party member is gonna make the check. So you guys are gonna pick who makes the check for that period of the day. And each day is going to have the opportunity for 3 random encounters. Every survival check that is failed will add an opportunity for a random encounter. The way we are doing random encounters is everybody's going to roll a d20, and they're a 5 or lower from one person means something happens.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
All right, good.
So when you roll your freaking early checks, that's how that'll fucking work. So you're gonna have to make checks to basically find your way through these fucking not roaded areas.
And when you said a failed check, adds her chance. So like, let's say we fail all the checks. Does that mean an 8 or lower means something happens?
No. What it means is you now roll 6 random encounter checks for the day.
Okay, I got you.
So every one you fail, you add another random encounter.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's 3
Okay.
possibilities per day.
You add a roll to potentially have a random encounter. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's just kind of is everybody cool with those rules? Because that's kind of something I came up with myself.
No, that's fine. You said 3 survival checks per day. Is that wait,
One person for the entire party.
Okay.
We can do a group check too if you guys want to do a group check.
It don't matter to me. I didn't know how you got to 6 possible encounters, but
because there's 3 rolls for encounters per day. So you're
Right.
gonna roll for 3 possible encounters every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the survival checks are to kind of keep you on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fucking fail on your survival check, something slowed you up.
All right.
And that may be a random encounter does not mean you're getting into a fight necessarily.
It means there's a tree in the road. Move it.
So something happens.
Right.
So that's kind of how I'm gonna play those. I figured it was a good way to use chance and use the dice.
You'll handle it. We'll roll. Try to roll high. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy.
This is very much a section of the story that is about this journey.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be any of the story stuff you guys will get along the way will likely not necessarily be a done of things that happen along the way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is much more the like your typical D&D adventure,
Yes.
fucking slogging along
This
some
is a
stuff.
game run by Adam Davis because that's the kind of games he runs. Hey John, here's one thing I want to say before I forget. Tuga is taking notes on all these herds, and he's going to like keep logs, and then if we come to a town and I can mail these back home somehow, he's gonna do that.
Live herds?
What?
Oh, you're saying keeping the tally. You're going to mail the tally.
I'm keeping notes on like the herds and their behavior.
Yes, you're going to mail the notes.
Mail the notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mail
Okay.
animals. That seems tough to do. Can I do that?
No, that's why I was
Well,
like,
that's fine.
I
You
I
gotta
don't
ask.
want to poo-poo on his parade, but no.
Hey, if I
But
could-
maybe he's got enough money to pull it off. I don't know.
here's
like,
one
$3
cow.
grand? Like you guys pool all your money? Could you ship some fucking cows home? Yeah, maybe.
One cow.
I wouldn't see why.
Yeah, I don't know. If
It'd
it's
be
gonna make-
weird about delivering to giants, but
Right.
you don't have to tell them that.
No. Yep. Just nope. Mailing back information. That's all.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm a fucking idiot.
Glad we're all on the same. So good. Glad we're on the same page now.
So it's your last night on your way in. You're camping out the night before the troll swamp. You got your hut up, your horses are tied up, and the 3 of you are just kind of sitting around the fire and contemplating the time you spent together and the journey you have ahead.
Cool. So let's we're at night, right? Let's set the hut up, and then Tuga will probably he'll take over like cooking duties. Like he we haven't really had to, but like I think he likes to cook. So unless,
But you did like travel here from wherever the fuck you were.
right.
So you,
Okay.
I mean, I feel like you would. I
It took
mean,
me a minute.
yeah.
it took me a few days. So
August likes to walk to get pastries. That's an exercise
more
sometimes.
of a bacon, egg, and cheese in the
Like
morning.
historically, like going on a nice walk with the wife would be great. Stuff like that. He's not the most like he.
He's not a very domesticated person, eh?
It's new for him. This is new. Like he's not complaining or arguing. He's I mean not gonna have the best hunting skills I would imagine. Like he doesn't have like magic to just like
No, that's
kill
fine.
shit.
Tuga's got that shit. That was another
there-
thing we did while you were away. Was me and
There's-
Alejandro were working on hunting skills.
So there's quite a few small animals like prancing through when you're camped, and you're sitting there, and you may not want to do this, but you're like, I could probably pick them off easily with my hand crossbow.
Yeah. I just like the idea of
You know in your head you could fucking easily if you wanted to. That doesn't mean August would.
it's also just he's watch them do it and be like, oh, because he's not nervous at all or anything. We got a fucking fort. We have an inn that we can take with us, kind of thing. So it's not like he's worried, but he's just not he's not as at home as Tuga and probably Alejandro are. He's the city dude, That's all.
Yeah, more country folk.
Yeah, and so he's
I'm a little bit country. You guys are a little bit rock and roll.
exactly.
Right on.
Okay, Donnie.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, I thought Marie. Which one was rock and roll? I don't remember.
I don't fucking have a clue.
I'm only picturing South Park, so I don't know.
So he would be like, here's what we have, boys. And he'd probably try and make it as good as he could for you, but it's obviously not a fucking Waffle House where you can get everything.
Great quality.
he would definitely be trying to make you guys as nice as you can, or as nice a meal as he can, but because he does.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me we'll do a fucking what do you want to do? Wisdom, intelligence, or dexterity?
Intelligence, I guess. That's what I'm the best at.
Yeah. So you're doing it based on you think you got a good giant recipe. You've come across some decent herbs on your journey that you picked along the way, and you got an idea for a real good venison stew. And Bob's able to get a nice deer this morning.
I was about to say, do we have venison?
You did.
Nice.
I don't know how nice it is because I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you were trying to sear the shank and you burnt it and then like boiled the brick in the stew. So everything's got a good fucking really good center, but there's this charcoal end on all the hunks of meat.
Yes, you need that for the good flavor. He tries to lie to you guys that it's supposed to be that way.
I rolled a 19 sleight of hand. I swapped his burnt piece with another piece that I cooked perfectly.
They're all equally terrible.
Yeah, no. He took a whole shank and made a stew.
Mm-hmm.
You can use some of the meat that was planned for yesterday and make yourself something. But you're gonna have to roll me an intelligence, wisdom, or dexterity check. Don't get to say you cook it perfectly, Boz. Come on.
Intelligence, wisdom, or dexterity. Let's go with dexterity.
Right.
And you
I
make it
crit.
perfectly. There we go. I knew you'd roll a 20, but I got to make you roll. So he's eating the fucking most perfect medium rare venison steak.
While you motherfuckers are eating sludge.
Tuga looks at it, it's like it's overcooked. His is like black on the outside with a purple center. You cooked it with a fucking blowtorch.
It's like a damn.
He had a fire the size of him, and he just threw the roast in the middle.
Honestly, that's the cowboy cooking method where you just throw it in the fucking ashes.
Yep.
It's apparently very good, but I don't have the guts to try it.
I'm good.
I'd eat that. I would try that.
I would try it, but I'm gonna buy a cheap ass fucking cut to try it on. I'm not fucking throwing a fucking ribeye in there.
But it's got to be nice hot coals, like
Yeah.
not early when you start the fire. You got to have a good roaring bed of coals, and then yeah, I'd try that.
I've never really looked into it, but Tuga is definitely like he's trying to like take sly peeks at yours, and you see if you look up, he just like quickly averts like, and he like looks at, he's got like a bite on his fork, he makes this fake ass face like, this is not so bad.
Shit. Buyer's remorse.
August is not real good. You can tell Tuga whatever you want.
I just eat the food. I'm not expecting like.
August is like, I'm roughing it. I'm excited.
Right, he thinks this is normally like he just always thought food would be bad. Like, of course it's not. But we've walked all day. You know, you're hungry. It's great seasoning. Like, I like the idea that he's more like of an adventurer than he thought he'd be, and I think he's taking to it well.
He strikes me as this kid that I used to camp with, who like every time we would go camping, he would buy like a bunch of trail mix and jerky, even though like we weren't roughing it that bad. Like I would often bring like ground beef or burgers and shit. Like this is how we weren't exactly roughing it. Like I could hike with my cooler, and he would eat all his trail mix and jerky on the way down there. Like before we even got out of the car. And I'm like, you're an idiot. What are you doing? He's like, it's so good. That's like he's just so excited to be out of the city that he kind of fucks it up.
No, he's not weird of it. I mean, I don't know. He might be a little bit because I don't know. He might get a little too meta. But when is this the first time?
He's not Pippin eating all the lembas bread immediately.
No, he's not doing that. But he's definitely. I think it's good for him to get out of that city, if that makes sense.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, if nothing else, has he ever left?
I feel like he's kind of in awe. He's like a kid in Disneyland.
Nope, he's a city boy. He's lived there. He was in the upper echelons. He was at the peak of what he did.
Hang on. Let's do this in character. Says, you ever been this far from home?
No, I haven't. I mean, no, this is my first. I've been out of the city before in some of the surrounding areas, either doing research or just going for walks. You know, mostly along the shoreline. This is definitely my first time out, not knowing when I'll come back.
So you've never even seen forest?
Right. One.
Well, I mean, I know what a forest looks like. You know, I mean, I've never been on a mountain peak either. I know what they are. Right. But I guess, no, I've never slept in a forest.
Looking at picture of a forest and walking through forest, very different.
Well, like I said, you know, we went for walks, but never a forest like you know, kind of what we're probably going to get into. And no, I never slept outside until, you know, the past couple of years.
I was going to say, I've heard stories of you. You've
recently, before then.
Never slept outside, but passed out outside?
Yes.
Been there, dude.
Good to see
he like extends a fist pound.
He's like, I bet I've woken up outside.
Yeah.
Distinction.
Tuga's definitely woken up outside, but like it was because they were drinking in his village. He goes, here. He goes. I didn't exactly make a habit of sleeping outside. It was more passed out before got back to hut. But that didn't stop my friends and family from drawing dicks on my face. It was very humiliating.
Were they outlines?
Oh no! Like you look at his face and he doesn't. He just realized that maybe they are. Like he thought they were free-handed, but here's the thing: he all his family and friends were giants, so they could only ever fit one on his face because they're giant dicks. Like, they probably didn't draw it on his face so much as like his like chest and stomach shell. Like,
Yeah, it looked like Brock Lesnar's sword.
right, exactly. Fucking shit. But yeah, it definitely dawns on him that they may have been outlines. He's not sure. But he goes, no, they were just free-handed. And then he, like, fucking shoves, like, 2 big bites in his mouth. He says, what about you, furry boy? He says, you do boats, though, right?
Well, I grew up on a farm first.
Farm? What you farm? I think we've had this conversation.
Yes, we have.
What you farm?
You know, little
Yeah.
bit of everything:
Carrots.
vegetables, carrots, cabbage.
Right. I remember now because last time I made carrot joke.
Yes, and I was quite adamant that we didn't have carrots, but I was lying. Of course, we have carrots.
Fuck yes, carrots. Carrots are great.
Yeah,
It
so I have
adds,
such great eyesight.
it adds nice sweetness to stew without increasing crazy sugar and making terribly sweet.
Unless you add brown sugar for a little sweetening, but yeah.
Yes. See, I know stuff about cooking, but it's not my best effort. Uh, he's like, it's weird that all animals are following us. That is what my brother came to. Oh, hey, John, real quick. He would also be sending copies of those logs back to the bar, like care of Alice, and then like at the top of it, it would be like, please give to Nilbog. Like he wants to send that information back to his brother too, because he knows he was
Gotcha.
looking for him.
You
But
do have the address of his warehouse.
Okay, then yeah, then he would just send him straight there.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. As long as he thinks that that's going to be a consistently good place to send them. You're the DM, so I assume
as
if
long
you
as
suggested that's
as
fine.
long as Tuga would be pretty damn sure he's going to stick around.
Okay, that's fine.
And if are you also going to like when you're sending a letter to them, are you also like explaining the situation that's it's following some sort of stone
yeah, probably
that may condemn a demon?
I will what I'll tell them is they seem to be attracted to an artifact in my group, and just leave it at that. Yeah, we're gonna leave out all the fucking dark forces behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what while I was thinking about, because he knows that fucking Nilbog was looking for herds, but he's like, yes, my brother, you guys met him. He's all right, dude. He came looking for where the animals went, and I guess I have his answer now. Hopefully he can make good on this. So, but yeah. It is nice I found you boys, because I came to city looking for allies.
Political favor, wasn't it?
What?
Yeah, political capital.
Yeah, I mean, that was. I mean, yeah, we're looking to integrate, assimilate. You know, we're going to die on the vine.
Well, saving the world. That's a good conversation starter.
Probably good foot in door, no?
Good foot in door, yes, it is.
He says, yeah, it was very exciting to meet Princess so many days ago. I thought this is going to be easy. Turns out she's kind of pain in the ass, but that's okay. We will get there one way or another. Thankfully, you all are helping me, because I probably couldn't find my ass with both hands.
I wonder what's going to happen. I mean, we're just trying to get this water to. Let's say we go and we get there and we get a vial of this stuff and pour it in the king's mouth, and then he wakes up in the ass far end of nowhere, in the middle of this godforsaken place with some hardtack, three fuckers he doesn't know, and he's gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, "Oh, I know what to do," and he's gonna call out for someone, and he's gonna be like, "It's just us, dude."
Tuga says, I saw this play once. A woman had terrible amnesia, everyday reset. So her husband, it's a bit creepy when I think about it, but her husband leave her to actors to perform her whole life to remind her what
You're
happened.
breaking up, Adam. I can't hear what you're saying. I don't know if everyone else can hear me.
Am I transformering?
Can everyone else? Is any?
Yeah,
am I-
he
Yeah, a little
is.
It's
Fuck.
It's not
fine.
us, Adam. It's you.
I was gonna make a 50 First Dates joke, but I'll just let it hang there. Go ahead.
No, I don't know. I mean, you're right. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. I just wondering, like, I mean, I'm not worried about it, but we wake him up, and then we got to get back with the king. That'll be interesting. Maybe he can tell. Maybe we can take some of the time to get back and make a plan, and he can kind of tell us what's going on, and we can let him know that everything we've done, and see what's going on.
Perhaps he has ways to get us back quicker. If not, he can just ride in hut the whole way back too. He might prefer that.
Sure. Yeah, and then, but I just thinking about what he's gonna do, like when we wake him up, and then he's gonna call out for some wine. We got some fresh water here for you. Don't drink that over there. That might kill you. Oh, by the way, how do you feel about the Forsworn Forest? Oh, and we have to go by the Den of Mountain Dragon Range. That's cool, right? That's on your bucket list, I hope.
I want to know what a dragon range is, Austin.
I thought that was the name. Den of
Den
Mountain.
of Dragons,
Den of Dragons
Mountain Range.
He'll figure it
I
out.
Den of Mountain Dragon Range. Like
He's not
Dragon
good at
Range.
Mad Libs, is he? Or what is that? Word scrambles? Are there things like that?
Note-taking.
Oh, I was touch typing. I wasn't looking at what I was writing when I was listening to you.
He's got
My
the-
brain does that sometimes.
He's got
No,
funniest
that's
form
fine.
of
That's
dyslexia.
I love that about you.
Den of Mountains Dragon Range. I'm leaving it too.
Oh man, so yeah, I can tell you were doing weird ass typing because none of this makes any fucking sense.
Yeah,
No,
but,
he's an editor's nightmare.
I use Grammarly for a lot of that stuff. Through the troll swamp to the east, far east of the swamp, go through the forest.
Den of Mounties Dragons range.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell mountains. That's
I
not
got
one of
you.
my. That's not one of my.
I'm horrible at spelling, but I got that one.
Mountains is difficult, man. Mountains, because we don't say it the way you spell
MOU,
it.
yeah. Okay.
It always kills me.
MOUNTAINS,
Like,
right?
S-E.
Yeah.
Like busyness. No one says business.
Yeah.
We don't spell it business. We spell it
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I hate
Yeah.
Knife.
Wednesday.
Wednesday's fucking stupid.
You know what-
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
By the way, this is what we're talking about around the campfire. You know what else I really hate is the letter C. What the fuck is the point of C when you have a K and an S? Tell me what you can't spell without a
Guys,
K and an S.
you know what word is pointless? The word Q. Because you can just stop at the letter Q.
Q, yeah, the Q.
I heard once it's like it's like Q started line and other letters silently lined up behind them.
But like, so we have cat, right, with a C, but then you have kite.
You can't say that word.
So like we have all these. You don't need the letter C at all. You could spell all of those words with a K or an S.
You know.
Senores, I'm
we-
not very comfortable with this conversation.
If we save the world, I think this is first order of business. And you see him start like pulling out a
Remove-
pad, and he's just like he's changing all his C's to K's or S's. He's like, fuck this shit. It
Yes.
starts today.
Yes, word of linguinistics.
That's epic. I love it.
Oh, that's a good way. That's a
It just starts now.
While we're on that, what the fuck's up with pH?
Yeah.
Pretty hot tempting.
Just put an F.
Right.
Yes, there's so many things. You know, the Romans did that. In Latin, what they would do, and the Romans, by the Romans, I mean the Romans of 1,000 years ago.
Fantasy
The
Romans.
Romans did the same thing, where they would reduce their alphabet and change it based off of over style and over like preferences of the upper class. Where
In fantasy world, that's what the gods did.
yeah, the Romans, the gods,
Definitely.
they used lead for water pipes.
San Diegans.
San Diegans.
Whale's vagina?
Guys, I pronounce it
You owe me
Parmesan.
a Coke.
I just have some Coke.
I'll take that.
No shit, you guys got Coke? Fucking shit.
No, but I got a bear.
It's a
In
first
fact, they're
attract-
sick. They're 16. Roll initiative.
Fucking call the vet because these puppies are sick. What? Wait, roll initiative.
Yeah, they're 16 bears. Roll for initiative. Okay.
Ooh, I rolled a 20. I want that for my next initiative roll.
Nope.
Fuck off. But look, it's right there. I did it. Oh fuck.
Finally,
Yeah, finally. When it doesn't matter.
because it was for nothing.
Yeah, that's how I do.
I told you not to fucking waste the luck.
It doesn't matter.
I warned you.
It's 9:30.
But
It's not gonna matter.
we will go ahead and cut here. We will open next week with the Troll Swamp. Tuga, you do see a small village on the edge of the swamp. You think you can likely mail those letters out.
Yeah, cool. I do that.